Have you ever been reading a scene where you're deep in one character's head, and then suddenly, without warning, you're hearing someone else's thoughts? That's called head hopping, and if you're not careful, it can confuse your readers and pull them right out of the story. Let's talk about what it is, why it happens, and how you can fix it. Head hopping happens when you switch perspectives within a scene without a clear transition. One moment we're inside character A's head feeling what they feel, and the next we're suddenly in character B's thoughts without a scene break or a POV shift. You've probably seen this happen in some books or movies. A scene starts with one character's perceptions and emotions, and then mid-paragraph you're learning what another character's thinking or feeling without any clear shift. This can be jarring, and it disrupts the flow of the story, and it can make readers unsure about which perspective they're supposed to be following. It usually happens for a few reasons. First, writers sometimes want to show everything in a scene. They want the reader to know what every character is thinking all at once. Second, POV shifts can be unclear if you haven't already committed to one specific perspective within the scene. If your narration shifts without intention, head hopping can creep in. And third, if your characters don't have strong, distinctive voices, it's easy to blur the lines between who's thinking what. These are all common pitfalls, but they're easy to spot once you know what to look for. Here's a simple way to check for head hopping. Do a POV check on each scene. Ask yourself, whose head am I supposed to be in right now? Then look at the internal monologue, emotions, and observations on the page. Are they all things that one character could reasonably know or feel? Or are you jumping into other characters' thoughts without warning? If there's ever a point where the reader might think, wait, whose thoughts are these? That's a red flag. To avoid head hopping, start by committing to a single POV for each scene. It can be first person, close third, or even omniscient. But whatever you choose, stick with it clearly. If you do want to switch perspectives, use strong transitions, scene breaks, time jumps, chapter breaks, or any other kind of clear cues to show the reader that we're now looking through someone else's eyes. And develop distinct voices for your characters. When each character's thoughts and language are unique, it's much easier for you and your readers to stay grounded. And here's the thing, head hopping isn't always bad. In the hands of a skilled writer, it can be used intentionally to create a very specific effect. But if it's happening by accident, it'll always weaken your storytelling. Mastering POV control takes practice, and the more deliberate you are with it, the more immersive and powerful your writing will become.